Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good day and happy December. I know I have dropped off of the YouTube planet for the past 3 weeks, which is totally embarrassing and I'm so sorry. It has just been a crazy 3 weeks. That's the longest I've gone without filming or uploading in over a year since I started my channel, so I'm really sorry. Just a few things to make good excuses. I got sick, and when I got sick I lost my voice, and I have never completely lost my voice before, but I lost my voice for like 5 days, and it was like a squeaky, like a little squeak would come out here and there. So I lost my voice, and after that Ricky got sick, and he got my cold and Connor's cold, which his turned into more dramatic issues, and he ended up in the hospital. And yeah, so this is where I've been in the hospital. But no, Ricky was in the hospital for a few days, and now he's better, he's fine. So yeah, it's just kind of been crazy, and it's my excuse, so hopefully it's a good enough excuse. You know, I've just kind of been out of the loop a little bit. I have noticed I've gotten a few new subscribers, so if you are new to my channel, thank you so much, and I am better about posting than every 3 weeks. I've tried to post about twice a week, so I'm going to try to get back on that, but I'm trying. So I'm filming today. I've got video stuff laid out in front of me, so you might see this outfit more than once, but I'm trying. So anyway, I can't believe November is over, but I do have a few things to show you. I have accumulated a few things since I talked to you last. I didn't mention, I got my hair cut, if you didn't notice. I do have it curly today. Today is day 3, so it was like curl it or wear it up. So I decided to see how it did curly and short, which is definitely harder to do, but I think it's alright. And I just got about 3 or 4 inches cut off, maybe not quite that much, maybe about 3 inches. So just the basic same cut I had, just some length off. And my mom did it just until I can get to the salon because the length was driving me crazy. I've always been kind of a bob short hair girl. It was time for me to bring back Stacy. So anyway, and hopefully I don't have lipstick on my teeth. It's not like you can tell me until after the fact. Alright, let me get started. The first thing I'm going to show you is my foundation, and I do have this on today, but I do like to mix it with things, so it's kind of not a true showing you what it looks like. But it is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup, and it has SPF 20, and I think this came out last year, so it's not like too new or anything. I'm in the color W1-2 Porcelain Light Ivory, and I have very yellow undertones, so that just kind of gives you, I've lost all of my tan, so that just kind of gives you an idea of what color I am. I do like to mix this with my Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation, Tattoo Lock-It Foundation, yeah, because this gives a very light to medium coverage, but I like the finish of this. I don't notice a real glow appearance, but I notice that it doesn't really catch on dry patches like other foundations. So I do like 1 pump of the Kat Von D, and then I'll do 2 pumps of the Lumi, and I'm really liking it. So that's kind of all month this is what I've used. Loving this with my Kat Von D. So definitely a winner, and I have that on today. Speaking of coverage, next is, I think I hauled this, but it is a concealer by NARS, and it is the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've been looking for a concealer for under my eyes that doesn't crease and look dry and cakey, and since the weather changed and it's been cooler out, I've noticed dry patches, especially under my eyes. I wear eye cream and moisturizer and all that good stuff, but I'm noticing, you know, some dryness under my eyes, and you can't really exfoliate under your eyes. If you can, tell me how, but I don't know how. So anyway, I went to Sephora and I was telling her everything I'd been using, MAC Pro Longwear, drugstore stuff, and all of it was starting to look dry. So she put me in the direction of this, and I have fallen in love. It is a little pricey. I think it's $28, which is more than I like to spend for something like a concealer, but it has been amazing. And I put it under my eyes. I do about 1, it really goes, it stretches out. I mean, it lasts you a while, but I put like 1 dot all under my eye, and then I go back in all under my eye, and then what's ever left on there, I'll go back over any areas that I want to conceal. Just kind of spot touch, and then I'll take my ring finger and I'll pat wherever it is that I want to do, and then under my eyes I just really pat it in really well, and then I go in with this Sonia Kashuk brush, which is another favorite, and I just blend it back and forth, back and forth. It does take a little while to dry, so I'll back and forth it. I'll do this with the other 2, or go in with my beauty blender for the other concealer. I might even apply my powder, and then I'll go back in with this and just kind of go back. And it really, this helps it to apply a flawless finish, and it just, no creasing, all that good stuff. So once it dries and it sets, it's not going in your creases. So, you know, your wrinkles. So that's good. And then moving on to the brush. This is the Sonia Kashuk brush in number 109. I have another one of these that I used for blending for eyeshadow, and one day it was clean and I thought, well, let me just try it under my eyes, and I fell in love with it. And it's also one of my favorite blending brushes. So I went and bought another one, and they've changed the packaging a little bit. So they have like a black tip, whereas I think the older ones had you know, the silver tip. So, and I like it. It has the number on it. So it is number 109. I think it's just a blending shadow brush or something, but it works great for under your eyes, and I have the other one for blending my shadows. So great, great concealer blending brush. Okay, a powder. I talked about this summer. I think I beat it to death this summer, and I thought it was going to kind of be one of those products I left in the summer, but I was just having really big issues with these dry patches and things clinging and looking cakey, you know. So I picked up my Wet n Wild Color Icon Reserve Your Cabana, and which is the bronzing powder, which is not bronzing powder, but I thought, let me try this. I loved it in the summer, and it just is an amazing, amazing setting powder. Now I will say it's about $4, so it's very inexpensive. The packaging is poo. I mean, the packaging is just pure, you know what. This is my second one of these, and this one broke yesterday. So beware, after you've had it for a couple of months, it's gonna break. It will fit back on there, but the packaging is terrible. So I don't know what to say about that. But the product is amazing, and here's what it looks like. It reminds me so much of the Hourglass, like the ambient lighting, the pressed powder that you're hearing everybody talk about, and where you can use it all over, but it does have a little bit of a sheen to it. To me, it's not quite enough for a highlight. I guess you technically could do it for a highlight, but to me, it's not enough for a highlight. But for a setting powder this time of year, it's just really kind of giving me an all-over glow. It's not catching on any dry spots at all. It's not making me look cakey. And it feels, that's the pigmentation. There it is on my skin. Hopefully you can see it. And what I take is just a big fluffy brush. This is one from Real Techniques, and I just blot it in there and then just pat it on my T-zone, and then I'll go back in and kind of rub it all over. I don't use a lot, but the way it feels like a high-end powder. It is crazy. I mean, it is so creamy. You see, it's not like powdering up or anything. It's just an amazing product. So if you've been wanting to try like the ambient lighting by Hourglass or any of those powders, I think they're like $45. This one's $4. Maybe try it out and see how you like it, because I was thinking about getting the Hourglass powder, and then I pulled this out and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is pretty much the same. I think it's pretty much the same thing. I've tested the other and I really love that. So anyway, I'm not gonna say it's a dupe, but I'm gonna say it's pretty close comparison. So anyway, Reserve Your Cabana from Wet n Wild. Love that product. Okay, next is a little like surprise find. If you have the Benefit, any of the box blushes, they come with the little brush. I always give the brush away, throw it away, put it in a drawer. I don't use them. Anyway, I don't know why I pulled out this brush like a few weeks ago, and it was from my newest one, which is the Rockateur blush, but I didn't use it for that. I used it for contour. And here is the brush, if you can see. It's super soft, like it's much better than like when you normally buy any product and it comes with a little brush. This is like a really nice brush, and it's really soft, but if you see, it's kind of rounded on that one side, and then the back is straight up, and it fits perfectly right where you would contour. Like it just kind of rounds to your face, but because it's straight on the back, it kind of gives it some firmness, so it just fits right there in the hollows of your cheek, and it just makes for the perfect contour brush. You have this brush, use it. I'm not saying go buy a blush, a box blush, so you can have the brush, but I love the brush. So yeah, let's see. I think I just have a few more products. Next, let me do an eye product. This is a Laura Mercier, I think it is. Anyway, it's Laura Mercier. It retails for $18. I do know that, but this is in the color Violet. I have been using it as a cream liner, a gel liner. That's what it looks like. It's just the most gorgeous eggplanty, purple, plummy liner. and it sets. Like once it dries, it's not going anywhere. It's amazing. It's creamy, and I have worn this so much through November. Just any different eye I would do, I'd pop on purple liner. It's just something a little different, and this Laura Mercier one is the best gel liner I've ever used. So love, love, love that. Okay, last beauty product, and then I'll move on to a few random things. And this is a lip gloss from Revlon, and it is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss. And I got this because I thought it reminded me of the lip color I'm wearing today. And the lip color I'm wearing today is Urban Decay's Venom, the lipstick rouge. Anyway, so it's the color Venom, which is a very like intense purpley grape fuchsia color, and I think it's beautiful. But sometimes I want something a little more glossy on top, and so I thought this would complement it really well, and it does. So I have it on top of the Venom, and you'll see it's in the color Berry Allure. So yeah, I really like that. I think it was like $7, $8, something like that. But it's a really great product, and it looks gorgeous alone. I wore it yesterday by itself, so it's right there. If you want just kind of a nice berry lip, it really sheers out. So I just wanted something that would complement this color and not take away from it. But next thing, my birthday was the very end of October. So most of these products you haven't, if I got it for my birthday, you haven't seen. I was going to do a birthday haul, but then all went downhill after that. So I did have a good birthday. But I got for my birthday a new straightener, and it is by NuMe. And I know you hear about NuMe all the time on YouTube. That's really how I heard about it. But I was in the market for a new straightener, and mine was a Conair. It was like the nicer of the Conair. It was like Conair Prestige or something. I don't know. I think it was like $50. And it's lasted me about 2 years. It is still fine, but I noticed it wasn't heating as much. And so anyway, I just wanted to get a different one. So I got this one. I think it's probably one of their basic ones. The actual iron part is not as long as what I'm used to. And I was a little bit worried about that because I have very thick hair, and at the time I had long hair. But I'm not finding that it takes me any longer. The heat is amazing on this, and I just really like it. I also, probably my favorite thing about it is the settings are in here. So the on-off, it's a switch. It's not a button. You can control the heat level. And so when you're straightening your hair, you don't press my other one, the button, the on-off button was here, and I'd be like mid-straight, and I'd like, it's not doing anything, and I noticed I'd turned it off. So anyway, I'm really, really enjoying the NuMe flat iron. Okay, and the last thing was my big birthday present, and I'm in love with it. It has been my favorite, and it's a new purse. I got a new Michael Kors purse for my birthday. This one is the style, it's the Susanna is the name of it, and there might be other styles of the Susanna, but I got the black leather. I think it's lambskin, I'm not sure. It's super soft, and it's quilted, and it's got the chain handles. It's got 2 handles right there, and then so when I'm feeling cute, and I wear that in the bend of my arm, but then when I'm with Connor and I'm in supermom mode, it has a long handle. So I love that, and it has the little Michael Kors logo. If you like that, I could take it or leave that, but I just like the bag. And to me, it's very Chanel-esque is what I've been saying. I think it just reminds me of the classic black quilted gold chain Chanel bag without that price tag. And yes, this Michael Kors is not a cheap bag by any means, but it's not nearly the price of a Chanel bag. So I think it's a great size. It's not as huge as what I normally go for, but I wanted just a nice classic, you know, sleek looking bag. So I think it's wonderful and gorgeous, and since I got it for my birthday, I put my Louis Vuitton away, and it's back in its duster bag, and I have only used this. So I love my Michael Kors baby. And again, that is the Susanna. I was thinking about maybe doing a what's in my purse, what's in my bag. So if you want to see that with this purse, then please give this video a thumbs up, and I will try to get that to you, because it's been maybe 6 to 9 months, I think, since I did the what's in my purse, the Louis Vuitton one. So anyway, all right, that is all for my favorites for November. Again, I'm so sorry I checked out on you for a while. I'm really going to try to do better. Again, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.